You just smile.
If my name was unironically Mr. Wang and I was Asian, I'd be smiling big too. Like, oh, you can call me Mr. Wang, and I'm being very serious here. See, that sort of star name, it has some weight, some girth, some power, however you want to perceive it. That's a good name, all right? Yeah, you know, we don't necessarily care that much about the mafia groups on the ship and the Haley and the Shiyu and the Char, but at the same time, Mr. Wang, he may low-key actually be one of the people I care about the most in this whole situation involving the Haley versus the other two mafia families. But things just got exponentially worse for the Haley family. Nobunaga. Yo, Looney, the assassin of the Haley family, talking real big, like huge. And to be quite frank, I did think that he was gonna be somewhat more prevalent, but nah, Togashi, listen, man.
Die.
You've been existing for like what, 4 years now? 5 years now because of my hiatuses? Okay, we're done. And Phantom Troop, Nobunaga, we're in because we're tired of the shenanigans. So at least Phaeton, Sphinx, and of course Nobunaga. So first things first, if you haven't seen my live stream reaction to the chapter, you can go to my Cole Requiem channel for that very live stream reaction to chapter 393. That's the first thing. The second thing is that we're going to maintain form here when it comes to the content for Hunter x Hunter on this channel, where it's going to be a video per chapter. But again, I'm not going to do any reviews like I used to do years ago because the YouTube system has changed. Just an FYI, I'm going to maintain form. So on that front, this chapter, I did enjoy the things outside of Hisoka, though of course Hisoka obviously being that he likes movies, all right? He's a movie connoisseur. He's definitely watching, even though we don't see it because of course it cuts out, he's watching Film Red, which by the way, if you haven't, you should too. Without, if you're a One Piece fan, you should without a doubt. I kind of felt like Hisoka needed some JoJo's menacing. It would have been really cool if they had that menacing effect around him, but Hisoka, when he's just chilling watching the movie, you have Henrig, he sat right next to him. Not even a chair of space. You see, this right here is a sign of the power of the pigeon. Henrig has a flock of pigeons on his six all around him. The fact that he has the pigeons, he's confident enough to sit next to Hisoka, though of course he admits that he knows that he can't be Hisoka. However, the whole point here with this meeting between Hisoka and Henrig is to make sure that Hisoka is not gonna go buck wild while the Haley family are going crazy and the Shiyu and the Chara are trying to deal with the Haley family. So he's gonna give Hisoka some VIP treatment here where he can get a spot on tier 1 and just chill for a while. Just chill, like, listen, man, we have to deal with the Haley, so please don't go crazy. Please don't go buck wild, which is a fine gesture. They are trying to maintain balance and unity like the Soul King across Seirete and the Living World and Hueco Mundo, trying to maintain balance between the realms, and Hisoka fighting against the Phantom Troop would only hamper their task of wiping out an entire family. The problem is that obviously Hisoka, he loves chaos. He will go out of his way to make the situation tough on himself, as we all know, and he will purposefully leave guys alive so these guys will seek revenge on him, always trying to improve themselves, therefore making things far more exhilarating for Hisoka in the future. And someone with that sort of mentality is someone that you can't control. When Hisoka's mind is dead set on something, he can't be bargained with and he cannot be reasoned with.
It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with.
And so he would love nothing more than just to go out there and do mad lad stuff. But for the time being, allegedly, key words here, allegedly, Hisoka doesn't dislike honest people, which of course is a callback to Gon. So he'll take the card that Henrig is providing him and he'll enjoy his free time in tier 1. But again, we know this freak there's a very good chance Hisoka's gonna just slither back on in.
And
Oops, I got lost. And then he's gonna wind up stumbling across the Phantom Troop, like let's say Franklin. And then Franklin catches a big L, huge L, because Hisoka's gonna leave like a Joker card on his corpse and then walk away whistling. And then in comes Corolla. He sees that, rage. Oh, it's gonna be crazy. So that's my headcanon theory crafting of what Hisoka's gonna probably do in the near future. But again, for the time being, right now Hisoka is MIA, he's in the corner. But the Shiyu, they do now know where allegedly they do know where Hisoka's going to be located for a period of time. So we'll see in the future how that plays out with the Phantom Troop and Hisoka. Now, when it comes to the corporal that Henrik was trying to wow, Mr. Wang, he just had a and apparently this is known, the grin as cold as ice.
Cold as ice. Cold as ice.
Mr. Wang, what did they do? Listen, the corporal, to be quite frank, had it coming. We kind of saw last chapter. Yeah, this guy's gonna die. Yeah. And to be fair, we don't know if he's dead. But I mean, like, yo, if I'm a betting man, I'm putting money on he's dead. Or if he is coming back, he's coming back in like pieces. Because whatever this old man did at the end of the last chapter, this is some like Yu Yu Hakusho territory stuff. Like he entered this man's territory, and even though he's like, oh man, yeah, of course I'll come. I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong. Those are some keywords here that probably activate some Nen ability that is some sort of like territorial, probably like a special type of Nen ability. That's my guess here. And when you go back to chapter 378 of Hunter x Hunter, you actually see Morena's people that she's giving her powers to. These are the remaining 22 people of the entire Haley family that survived a massacre that Morena set up for her family. When they boarded the Black Whale Mark I, she had her own underlings kill each other. And so at the time, those 22 people that survived, you could argue, are the strongest of the Haley family. In the latest chapter, we do see a bunch of Haley family members killing people to level up their power, like Damien and Gelato and Billy and Perigold and those kind of people. And we see those same people in chapter 378. But then also this guy at the very end of the chapter is also one of their clique as well. So if you go back to chapter 378, when we see all the faces of the Haley family members getting Nen abilities, the guy at the end of the latest chapter is the guy that is on the bottom row on the left-hand side, on the left of Morena's feet. So we know he's that same dude. So even though at the end of this chapter, he's acting, oh my God, I didn't do anything, man. No, like, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. Nah. We know it's Cap. We know he's a fraudster. We know that he has killed a lot of people to get his abilities, clearly. And for damn sure, the corporal, when it came to figuring out which of these locations was a Haley family location, corporal's on point. He's dead now. I'm sure he's dead now, but he was on point. So how Henrik and how Wang handle this whole situation is going to be very intriguing. And it's very likely that come the next chapter, the guy is going to expose himself. Though to be fair, knowing Hunter x Hunter fights sometimes, there's a lot of build-up and setup, so the character may not reveal themselves fully just yet, but there's a good chance that at least in the next few chapters, they're going to be exposed for being a Haley family member, a Haley assassin, and how the corporal disappeared, but the knife that Henrik threw did not disappear, probably ties to living objects. So if someone that is, let's say, living enters his territory, then they get transported somewhere, or let's say their body is altered in some way where we can't see the corporal anymore. But regardless, because of Wang's curse, he is most likely dead, even though he himself is not the main cause as to why the corporal is dead. But now we're going to be in some little mock planning phase. We're going to figure out how this guy's abilities work. So that all being said, let's see where things go in the near future. I do appreciate just Hisoka being there to have some panel time, to see what the Mad Lad is doing. We get more in the near future. Hopefully we do. Again, if you want to check out my live stream reaction to the chapters, you can go to my Cold Requiem channel for those live stream reactions. We'll do 394 when it comes out in a few days' time. So on that note, I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace out. Stay safe. Have a nice one.